Everyone, Arlynn here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is I am just going to do a little chitting and chatting with you here. And I'm going to do a little bit of deconstructing, just a little bit while I'm chatting with you, of my Patriotic decor. And then I'm going to go over here to the kitchen island and sit down and chat with you, tell you about our time with Barb and Dawn, and explain what I'm going to be doing with my fall decor. So as you can see, everything is still decorated for the Patriotic. I did take some candles down off of here, and what I'm going to do is just start collecting things while I'm chatting with you a little bit here. And you know, just to kind of show you my process, I do not have any bins up here right now because frankly Chris and I are pretty tired. And remember I was telling you I was getting sick the last time on my last video? Y'all, I have been sick, not COVID, it is not COVID, but I've been fighting this cold and whatnot for 2 weeks. I'm much better, much better, but I've still been, you know, it's still been a runny nose and a little bit of a cough and, you know, nothing that would warrant going to a doctor, but it was still annoying while Barb and Dawn were here, you know. And so Chris has now come down with a cold himself, so he is not feeling his best. I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I don't want to make you dizzy. But he is not feeling his best, honestly. So I am not going to ask him to go down in the basement and get my bins and do all of that, you know. So I thought I would just, you know, work on doing a little bit of deconstructing today and just set things here on my table. And then I go to get my nails done tomorrow. I'll show you them when I sit down in front of you guys, in front of the camera. They are just a total, well, there you can see they're a total wreck. So grown out. I need to get them filled. So I'm doing that at noon tomorrow. So that kind of cuts into my day. So I thought instead of going another day, I haven't been back to you guys for 2 weeks, 2 solid weeks. Today, and I thought, my gracious, I need to bring them, or I want to, not just need to, but I want to, you know, do a video for you guys. So that's what I'm going to do, is just kind of putter around here and chat with you guys. I've got a whole, well, I need to take the red berries. I've got a Ziploc bag out in the garage that will hold all of those. And then here are my red plates that go back up in the cabinet. Let me grab these. And I'll wait to get a ladder out to get those down. All that stuff down from there later. But we'll putter around here for a minute or two, deconstructing. And the places you see me deconstructing are probably the places that I'm going to redecorate for fall, you know. I'll have to get some Ziploc bags and deconstruct that because I'm going to save that sand. That's sand in the bottom of those for those that don't know. And a bag for the Ziploc, or for the berries. Ziploc bag for the berries. But there we go. That about does the hutch, huh? My candles. Let me just show you how I store these candles. This little Longenberger basket I've had for years and years and years, and it tucks underneath my ivy table there. That's my ivy table. It tucks on that side over there. And this is where all of my red candles go, in here. I still have some more to collect. And then this kind of camouflages what's in there, like that. And all you see of this basket is the front of it when it sticks out of the ivy table like that. So I wanted to show you that little trick there. I I'll deconstruct that in a minute. Let's walk over here and start. I got pillow covers that I need to take off. And then, you know, this is the major decor here. The wreath is coming down. The red candles and candlesticks are gonna be switched out. I decided I am not going to use the pool noodle garland for fall. I'm going to use my Grandin Road garland that I have used for the last few years. Well, actually just last year I used it, and I'm going to use it again this year. And because it just became too much for me to think about and for me to recreate the entire wheel here. So we'll just take this downstairs and find a good place to store it, and you will see it next year. Anyway, let's see what I can do here. Take a couple of these things down. Chris brought my fall ribbon up for me. I'm going to set these over here because these actually go down on a shelf in the basement, so they don't go in a bin. Here's the room I did the other day that you guys saw. We were in here sitting and visiting. Put this back in the chair. You know, we had a wonderful visit. Okay, let's see. What else can I do while I'm chatting with you guys? And take these out of here. Maybe. Yeah, I can. And let's see. This and this and this. My hands are only so big. That pillow goes back downstairs, all of this stuff. So I just kind of wanted to show you a bit of my process here. You guys have seen me deconstruct before, for sure. And you've seen how I pack things away in my bins. And yeah, they will go down as is. They don't go in bins. But the rest of this stuff does. My firecrackers and the little ladies here. And it's easier if I consolidate everything over here on the table. And that way I can just pack it up. Kind of keep the mantle stuff with the mantle stuff, you know. We'll finish this mantle and then I'll get in front of you there at the island. Well, we'll finish these few things anyway. And then I will finish doing all this later today or tomorrow. All right. I think that'll be all I'm going to do on camera, just collecting. You can see I've got a lot to collect here and then a lot to pack up, but I'm pretty bushed today, and I really don't want to. I'm tired, you know? I don't want to work hard today, that hard, like packing everything up and everything. Even though I didn't use that much stuff, I still have a good many things. All right, let me turn off for now, and I will meet you at the kitchen island in just a few minutes. Be right back. am in front of you again. And as you saw, I continued to work a little bit and to get some of the rest of this house deconstructed. While I was up and moving, I thought I would continue to be up and move. Excuse my hair. I look a sight. I'm all hot and sweaty now. But anyway, most of everything is deconstructed. So really all I have to do is pack it away in my bins. And to tell you what kind of bins we buy those black with yellow tops, really sturdy bins we get them from Home Depot, and we usually don't get them unless they're on sale. And I use and reuse my bins, and I relabel my bins. In other words, I put everything in my bin, use bubble wrap, around the little ladies and around other things that might break, and then I label my bin. I label with everything that my bin has in it, honestly. I take the guesswork out of redecorating again. I do everything I can to help myself remember my decor and remember where things go. I'll say like mantle, blah, 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 blah. And there are times, as you all well know, that I redecorate totally differently sometimes than the year before. There are times like Christmas that I redecorate pretty much the same because I love it so much that I don't want to recreate the wheel. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I'm going to be doing for fall here in just a minute. And it is going to be similar to what I did last year, but a little bit different. And I'm going to show you some things here. So I'm going to haul just a couple of things. Boy, it is not a very big haul at all. But anyway, thank you guys, while I'm looking at you here, for coming back and joining me again. We had a fabulous time. Did I go get my computer? No, I didn't. Hang on a second. I want to run and get my computer. All right. Well, now I've got my computer here. So I want to go through the pictures and share the pictures with you of the time that we spent with Barb and Dawn. They arrived here on the 19th of August and they left yesterday, the 26th. So they were here Monday to Monday. And as you all know, or for those of you who have seen Barb and Dawn before, you all know that they are from Los Angeles and they flew out here to spend the week with us. We always cruise with them. Here's a picture of us that very first day, the day after they got here, with very first day. We went out to Longhorn for lunch, and our sweet waitress over there that always, or server, or how do you say it nowadays? I don't want to insult Christy, our little server over there at Longhorn, was all ready for us, had our table set up, and it was fabulous over there at Longhorn. We went there twice while we were here. We went out to lunch every day, and then we had dinners. But here we are that very first day, and it is so good to see them again. A little backstory is about Barb and Dawn. We met them many years ago. I met Barb and her sister and another lady, and all of their husbands was a Caribbean cruise. And we all got together, the four couples got together and had a great time. And I really enjoyed cruising with them. Then from then on, we did a Scott Singer, as you all know, my buddy Scott, had a group cruise, hosted a group cruise on the island Princess in Alaska. So Barb and Dawn were on that one. And that's really, I guess, really when we really solidified our friendship. And ever since then, we have cruised together many, 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 many times all over the place, to Hawaii, to New Zealand, back to Alaska, and many different places. So we have forged a wonderful friendship. And, it's really nice when you have friends that with likes and interests. And it's been an amazing friendship for many, many, many years. And we do have cruises coming up together this fall, next spring, and then beyond. So we're planning for beyond. So I feel so blessed to have them in our lives. I needed that time with them. As you all know, I have been struggling quite a bit with my grief still. And poor Barb, one day in the pool, I just was like a blithering idiot the entire time we were out there, just recounting, things that have happened and whatnot. I've spoken with her on the phone, and I've seen her on 2 cruises actually, but for some reason that day out there at our pool, it just, the floodgates opened. And Barbara, thank you so much for your grace and listening to my sorrow. because that's all I can tell you, you guys. I'm just so sorrowful. You know, and of course I tried to be upbeat and was with them while they were here. As I said, we went out to lunch every day. We tried, well, let me just go through our day. So this day, as you see here, we were on our way to Longhorn, I believe, that day, and had a nice lunch at Longhorn. And then the next day we went to Raising Cane's, which is a new kind of restaurant around here. I don't know whether any of you know about it, but we went to Raising Cane's. That was delicious. We had not been there yet. It's just pretty new here in our area. And it was delicious. So we went there, and here we are. It was Dawn's birthday several days before they came here. And so I didn't, you know, this is unlike me too. If I would have thought a little better, I would have gotten him a cake or made him a cake. But instead, I pulled out a little Pepperidge Farm cake out of the freezer, stuck some candles in it, and sang happy birthday to you, you know. So we all sang him happy birthday, and he blew out his candles, and we had a little birthday cake that night. We played cards every night. We love to play spades, and so we played cards every evening. We watched a couple of movies. Elemental, I think, was one, and Inside Out. The other one we watched was Inside Out. I had a really good time watching the movies, and the big sectional worked out great. The rocking chair worked out great. Had seats for everybody. Yay! We could look at each other and talk and chat, and anyway, we just had a wonderful time. Also, I wanted to mention that Don is a living historian. He used to do Civil War reenactments. And so he was very interested, has been in this area before we even knew them. They had been in the area to Gettysburg and to other battlefields. So we took him over to the Chancellorsville battlefield, which is very, very close to where we live. And oh my goodness, I had never been in the visitor center. All the years I've lived here, I've never walked in that visitor center. I've seen it 5,000 times. He goes, I should go in there one day. I should go in there one day. And what is it? You have all this wonderful stuff in your backyard and you don't go see it. So anyway, we stopped there, and I'm going to show you some pictures as we go here. And it was lovely in there, and we paid homage. Of course, it was very humbling and solemn. You know, we spoke to the two rangers in there, and we just had a very good time. I did get a picture that was made in Jamestown, apparently a blue picture. That was blown. It's blown glass that was made in Jamestown. So that was a fun day. And Barb and I went out to the pool every day, pretty much. Dawn is an avid reader. He read while we were at the pool, and Chris puttered around us. You know how Chris is. He's never idle. You know. So we really enjoyed. Barb really enjoyed the flowers that Chris has built. She really enjoyed the property out there. So did Dawn. You know, and we really utilized the pool and had a wonderful, relaxing time. I feel so very blessed and lucky that we have these wonderful folks in our lives. We went to Red Robin one day. Here we are. Boy, they had some pretty good food. I did not eat stellarly up until yesterday. Yesterday, I got right back on my diet, or my eating regimen, as I have always been on. You can tell I did get a good bit of sun. I got a little bit too much the other day. Didn't get burned, but I got a little browner than I wanted to get. My goodness. But anyway, I'm back on my regular eating regimen again. Was yesterday and have already today. And planned dinner is a salad and a turkey sandwich because we made for them. One night we made my pot roast. As you all know, you've seen me cook that. If not, I'll try to remember to put a link in the description if you want to try the easy peasy pot roast that I make. It is delicious every time. You cannot mess it up. It is so good. So we had that one night. And then my dad, if y'all remember, had brought down 2 Costco lasagnas. So he and Chris and I only ate one of them. So the 4 of us, ate the other one. So we had that one night with Italian bread and a salad. Or did we have a salad? I don't know. I might have had a salad. I don't remember. Anyway, and then leftovers for the next night. And then we had, we made a turkey dinner. Chris made a turkey. And we made mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans and, you know, the whole shoot match. And we really enjoyed that. So we still have turkey left over. So that's what I'm having. I'm having a turkey sandwich and a little tomato, little pickles on there. Yum, yum, with a salad. That's my dinner tonight. So We did go to Krispy Kreme Donuts and got a dozen of donuts and shared those. As I said, my eating was not the best, but you know what? This was a little staycation, and I allowed myself some, some goodies. I had a donut one day and then a donut the next day. And I only got 2 within the dozen that I wanted to have, so, and I stuck to that. I didn't overeat in that way. But anyway, we took them back to the airport yesterday and dropped them back off at the Richmond International Airport, and they headed back home. And I just heard from Barb a little while ago. They stayed one night in a hotel, and they're driving to their house right now. They will be getting to their house any minute. So, Barb, if you're watching this later, I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you both for coming. We had a fabulous time. Can't wait to see you again at our cruise. It's going to be really spiffy and wonderful. Can't wait to see you guys. Love you guys. Mwah. Wonderful time with them. So, I have to admit, and Barb would be the first to tell you, the last few days that they were here, I was really getting antsy and really wanting to get started on my fall decorating. I was ready to pull the Patriotic down. I kept the Patriotic up. For one thing, we're a very patriotic family, as you all know, but also because Barb and Dawn had not seen the house decorated in the Patriotic, and they did enjoy looking at it like that. But now I'm ready to, switch over to some fall. Now, I wanted to let you know, again, I'm going to reiterate again, some future plans here. I am literally probably going to be starting to decorate for Christmas in October. I know. I can feel the daggers coming at me now. It's so early. I'm rushing the season. I'm this and that. But I'm really not rushing the season because Chris and I are going to be coming and going when I'm normally decorating for Christmas. So I need to get it done. And before we start our travels, which will be here and there and everywhere, back and forth, back to the house, out, back to the house, out. And I'm just not going to kill myself trying to decorate this house in a rush. I'm just not going to do it, you guys. I don't have the emotional wherewithal to do it, if I'm honest with you guys. Physically, I'm so much better, moving around pretty well. Of course, I do get tired, and it does take me a little while to kind of recover when I do a lot of walking or up and down steps and things like that. But basically, I'm doing very well physically. But emotionally, I wouldn't say I'm a wreck, but they're up and down, and I never know what the day is going to bring, and I never know what the moments of the day are going to bring, So with that said, for fall decor, like I said when I was deconstructing, what you saw me deconstruct is what I will be redecorating probably for fall. The mantle, the hearth, probably a centerpiece for the credenza, and the ivy table. I'll probably do the ivy table. I'll do this centerpiece and that hutch. And then I'll do a centerpiece at least here on the island. I'm sitting at the kitchen island, and probably the windows. And then we're going to call it a day on my fall decorating, and we will enjoy that for several weeks. And then we are going to switch over to Christmas. Now, I will just preface this by saying, if you would rather not watch me do Christmas in October, which to me even makes me kind of, oh, really, Arlynn? But I've got to. Then you guys, just put me on hold and come back and visit me later, when you are ready to see some decorating, So let me show you, just remind you of the picture that I used last year for fall. This is a picture that his mom painted. And this is a picture that I'm going to use on the mantle as, center stage. And this is what my decor will be kind of centered around. And I am going to be adding some burnt orange again to this. In that, I'm going to be using my Grandin Road garland. And that is kind of a burnt orange leafy colors. But I'm also pulling in ambers. I'm going to be pulling in a little bit of this frame color and these couple of pumpkins that I bought the other day from At Home. I purchased them from At Home the other day. And I love these, and I have a couple of candlesticks out there, red candlesticks that I've used for years that we're gonna paint black. And I'm going to incorporate these in with everything else that I had on my mantle last year. And it will look basically the same, but different. And I will bring you along, and we will do a decorate with me later on this week. So you will have 2 videos. Oh my gosh, don't fall off your chairs. 2 videos from me this week. This one, because I just really wanted to come back and chat with you guys a little bit here. And then later in the week, I'll bring you the first, family room fall decor on the mantle, for the fall decor series. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. I also got these hydrangeas from Amazon. Aren't they pretty? And I don't know whether these will go up on the mantle I have a couple of amber vases with pampas grass in them right now that I used last year, and I loved how they looked. And I'm not sure whether I don't know whether these would clash or not, but I love this color. I really love, this is almost a butternut, isn't it? It's almost like this, but it's real similar again to this frame. Look at that. And what's in the frame, look at the corn. Sorry, this is a heavy picture. So, we'll see where I go and how I could. My father-in-law, by the way, made the frame too. My mother-in-law painted the picture and my father-in-law made the frame. Something else, huh? Beautiful picture, and I want to utilize it again this year. So I'm really looking forward to doing some decorating. I'm ready to do some decorating. As you all know, I've not lost my passion for decorating, that is for sure. But for me to decorate the entire house and then take it down in a month and redecorate it again, or take it down in 2 or 3 weeks and then redecorate again, that would just be silly. But I do want to give you guys some fall decor, and I do want to look at some fall decor, for a little while before it's fall. Same rules apply for those of you who think I might be rushing the season with the fall decor. I didn't mention this in my other video, and but I hear other folks getting a hard time because they're rushing the season, or they're this or they're that or the other thing. And you know what? You do what you want to do in your own home, or what you need to do in my case, in your own home, and be happy with that. And don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about anything that anybody else says. Like I said, Joe Blow down the street could care less what I'm doing in my house, and I could care less what they're doing in theirs. But for some reason, the keyboard warriors think they have carte blanche to say whatever they want to those of us who decide to decorate a little early because we enjoy it, And those of us here on YouTube are trying to give inspiration, maybe a little bit, if there is any inspiration to be had from me. I'm not saying that I'm anybody to inspire, but others. But, if you are, then I'm happy to try to help, But I think that's it for what I have to share with you today, you guys. I hope that it hasn't been too discombobulated of a video for you guys, and I hope I can get it edited and put up this afternoon for you guys so that you can take a peek, and so I can say hi to you again. And I hope that all of you have been okay while I've been gone. I know it's been quite a little bit of a time here that I've been away from my channel, and I appreciate again the grace that you give me so very much. All of you. Do you all know, I was telling Barb this, since Kristen passed away, I can count on pretty much one hand how many negative comments I've gotten. And that's 0. Now, I've gotten a couple of snarky ones, which is nothing new, or I've gotten a couple of judgmental ones, which is nothing new. But I mean really mean-spirited, ugly ones that I used to get sometimes, and that you guys probably never saw because I delete them and block the people pretty quick. But you guys have given me so much grace and love and caring and true affection, and I appreciated it. So that's why I wanted to come back today to give you something. I felt, bad that I had not been back in 2 weeks. So, and there may be more laws like that coming up with our travels and stuff, but I try to come back at least once a week if at all possible. But anyway, I'm wondering what's new. There, you can take a look at those puppies. Aren't they attractive? Oh my word. I think I'm going to go with a red next time. Since I'm going to be decorating for fall, red would be pretty, huh? So, all right. Anyway, I'm going to hush. Thank y'all for stopping in here today. Subscribe if you would. I'm just going to say that real quick. I would love to have you here. My decorating is really going to ramp up with fall and then Christmas. That's what we've been talking about. It's my biggest decorating series of the year, and I really enjoy decorating and working with all the colors of fall and then all the colors and accents of Christmas. It's absolutely wonderful. So do subscribe if you would. It's free. I would appreciate it. And I will thank you humbly in advance. I will also thank you for all comments coming in. I am liable to sit down on the couch and just completely crash this evening and fall asleep. So I may not even get to your hearts, but you know, when you see my heart show up, you'll know that I've read your comment and taken it to my heart and try to answer whatever questions you have. So, but at the very least, I will give hearts. And but please, please, please forgive me for not maybe commenting back. Also, too, I wanted to mention my Facebook group. All of the folks in my Facebook group have been kept up to date with our daily events here with Barb and Dawn. I put up a little blurb every day, or pretty much every day, that they were here, just saying our event of the day was this, and this. So feel free to find a link in the description all the time of my Arlynn's Country Craft Corner and Travels Facebook group. You're welcome to join. I would love to have you. Please do answer the question that I have posed in there before. Click yes, or that you agree, or whatever it is, and then submit your request to join, and I'd be glad to have you. Be happy to have you in my Facebook group with me. You get more information that way, more pictures, and more, and you get to see all of the people that are in there and all of the decor that they share. You guys, we have some wonderful members who are so multi-talented, you guys, in my Facebook group. My goodness gracious. Oh, I just love some of the things you put up, and your decorating. You guys are awesome. Absolutely awesome. So it's a good place. It's a safe place. It's a kind place, you guys. I don't allow any negativity at all in any shape. I am how did Chris put it? He said, you don't put up with any nonsense. I said, I don't. They're out of there. If they give me any kind of problem, they're see you later, alligator. I just don't put up with it. No nonsense kind of lady over here. I know I'm sweet. People say that. Somebody said, Jill, you said that you can be sweet, but you don't have to be weak. And I'm nowhere close to weak, you guys, as far as that kind of stuff is concerned. I do feel weakened, though, after our daughter's passing. Take a drink. Alrighty, you guys, let me go into my final words and say thank y'all for stopping in here today. For those of you who might be struggling with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, or are suffering with a great loss, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day. Making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all of that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye. See you later this week. Bye-bye.